You're just one decision away from changing your life completely. So if you just graduated, you were just spending the last 4 years of your life in high school and in college, and you may feel as if the rest of your life you may be afraid because you're living your whole life in a structured environment where you're just so used to doing the same thing, seeing the same people. Surround yourself by people who are around your age for the most part, and it can be quite comfortable. But once you graduate and it's time to leave, all of a sudden, that's when reality hits. So here are some things that you should know after graduating. First of all, you can become whoever you want right after. You don't have to be stuck to that image that you had when you were in high school and in college. You can literally leave your city, your hometown, wherever you are, and become whoever you want to become. I actually advise you to leave, not to stay in that city and stay around the same people doing the same thing still right after high school or college. After I graduated from OSU, I stayed in Columbus for a little bit. So I was there for maybe another year, but I was just seeing the same people I saw during college, which is fine. But I think you really grow when you leave. You grow a bit, because you have a job and whatever, but you don't really grow as much as you would if you left your hometown. You made new friends in different areas. Like, let's say you go to, I don't know, Boston or New York or DC. I think that's when you really grow. When you leave that city that you were in, that you were going for school for 4 years, 5 years, you go somewhere else and make new friends in that area. Even leave the country, go to Europe, go to Africa, go to Southeast Asia or Asia in general, Australia, Canada even. It doesn't matter. Go somewhere new and meet different people there and be the version of you who you want to become. Be who you want to be. You don't have to worry about some image you can literally shed all that, kill it, put it in the grave and never bring it back and become who you want to become. And the rest of the world has to follow. I think it's nice that you can, shed that part of who you were, but literally just become the character, create the avatar that you want. The next thing is you'll start to realize that, you may not like this whole 9 to 5 thing, but you need to start somewhere. Right? Unless if you've been doing this entrepreneur shit, like while you're in school, while you're in college, whatever it is, you need to start somewhere. Right? You need to actually get some capital gain. After I graduated, it took time before I could find a job, like a legit job. So I ended up just using a lot of my internship money and I was door dashing for like months, and that shit was brutal on my soul. It really just puts a lot of the world in perspective for you. Maybe you're gonna be in a position as well where you have to work like a food delivery or maybe like an Amazon type of job, but those things, I really think it builds your character because you start to see the world for what it really is, that nobody really cares unless if you can actually offer them something, especially like job wise or entrepreneur wise. You have to give value. The more value you can give, the more you can get. And if you went to school, like honestly, if you did some bullshit major like gender studies, like I'm sorry, you're not really gonna get as many opportunities as someone else who did like engineering or something else, right? Monetary wise, maybe you feel wholesome that you did something like that, but for the most part, you're not really gonna get that high income, right, that you want. You're not gonna get any of that. So you're gonna have to probably learn something else, right? Learn another high income skill. If you're watching this, you prefer something with a high income, right? We're not here to just have an average fucking life. You want something that's gonna bring you some high income. So I'd advise you that you do some certification or something like that if you need that. If you didn't do a major that can lead to a high income, for the most part, you do that just to get to that. We all want to start a business, right? Whatever. If you're watching this, I hope you do. If you don't, whatever, right? We can't all be entrepreneurs. Some of us need to work jobs that are needed in this world, right? To be a doctor, a lawyer, dentist, someone who grocery store, whatever it is, right? We need these jobs. The thing is, don't be alarmed if you can't find something right after graduation. It can be kind of disheartening when you have to work like a DoorDash or an Uber Eats or an Uber driver or something. It could be kind of disheartening, honestly, but you just keep doing it and you understand the path that you're going down, and then eventually you'll get your first job, and then maybe you'll go from there, and then all of a sudden, on the side as well, have a side hustle. For me, it's doing this and helping making videos like this, right? And obviously it's going to be something greater than a side hustle. In my head, I see it as that, but you have to start somewhere, right? And then you start to use it as a way to that's your main bread, like that's where you get the main money from and everything, and then you actually put more value into it and more and more and more, and keep getting better and better and better. But you need to find something that you love to do, right? Like this, I can do this for free because I love to do it, and I'm getting better at doing it. But I'm like, why not also make money from it? Because I'm getting better, I love it. And I actually want to keep improving. I want to keep providing value to more people. So why not keep doing it? Why not make money from it as well? Right. So it's good to always have something on the side. Another lesson is that just because you graduated doesn't mean you stop learning, right? You're always learning new ways to do different things, always learning new skills, always learn, because learning is that's the only way to constantly evolve. And if you're a human and you're not constantly evolving, then you're stagnant in your life. And that stagnation is what's going to lead to, that poor mental health, feeling like shit, feeling as if you're not going anywhere in life, how you feel as if you have no direction, none of that. So it's important to always be learning and evolving and taking care of your health. Eating properly, working out, exercising, going for a walk, going to the gym, going for out in nature, doing all these little things. And these things compound. You may not have seen the difference while you're in school, but as you get older and the people around you are doing these things less, and you keep doing them, and you also have, that ambition, the goal striving mentality, and you keep doing this over and over and over and over and over. As you keep getting older, you're going to keep separating yourself from everyone else. You see, you keep getting better and it compounds. So maybe at 21, you didn't really see the difference between you and your buddy, but by the time you get to 25, you start to see the difference. 26, 27, 28, I think this is when you start to really see the difference. So stick to the path right now and don't lose hope, no matter how old you are, how it may feel as if someone else is they're still better than you, even though they don't have to do shit and they just drink every weekend, they have no goals, they just do whatever the fuck they want. Yeah, maybe now, maybe at 20, by the time you get to 27, see the difference. I'm at 24 right now. I'm seeing that there is that slight difference. I'm really curious to see how much of that difference keeps on, how big the difference gets once you keep getting older and older and older. So just stick to the path, bro. You will feel as if you want to give up, but don't ever do it. Just keep going. Another thing may be family, as in what they want you to do, especially if you're someone who's also like a minority like me, who, your parents came to America, or your parents went to the UK or Canada or something like that, and they did a specific thing like doctor, lawyer, engineer. They want you to also they want you to go down that path, right? Another thing is try to have fun in your life. Don't just try to be doing the same things, work, home, gym, work, home, gym, work, home, gym. Don't have that triangle of death, as I've said before. Work, home, gym. No, actually have some hobbies that you do. Go out to eat, go do different things in your life. Incorporate in hobbies that you find fun. I think is the best way to meet other people that are like-minded, even if it's just going to the park and reading a book at the park or something like that. But don't go through that triangle of death, work, home, gym. Don't do that, because you can get stuck in that life very easily. And yes, there will be a period where maybe you will go through that for like 2 months because you are trying to go hard on the business, or you're trying to go hard and make the money, and you're trying to just hit the physique and you just need to sleep and rest and whatever. There will be a period, but don't live like that forever. Triangle of death, work, home, gym. You cannot be doing that. And for the most part, always strive to live the best life possible. Take risks. Don't be afraid to take any risks in your life. You're still young. I'm still young. This is the best time to take risks when there's not as many responsibilities and obligations and family issues and all. This is the time. If there's no risk, there's no glory. If there's no risk, you're not creating any story, nothing. So take a risk, a calculated risk. Don't take no stupid ass risk, but like a calculated risk that you think will pay off for you in your life. Like, why not try that business? You may fail, but you may keep going, and it may take some time, but eventually it will pick up 100%. Have that mindset that you can put your mind to anything, and no matter how long it takes, you will get there. Success is inevitable for you if you really believe that it's for you. The mindset that you have is way more important than anything else in this life. You need to really believe in yourself. Scratch out all those limiting beliefs. Oh, but people around me can't. No. Eliminate all self-limiting beliefs. Take risks, but also have fun. Live an earnest life, but also learn to let go a little bit. Don't be too serious. You need a balance of order, but also a balance of just letting go. Be responsible, be ambitious, keep on moving forward in your life. Do what needs to be done, right? Leave an impact, because you're either going to be somebody or nobody in this world. We all will die, but you're either going to be remembered, leave something that can be remembered, whatever it is that you want, do something meaningful, bro. And if you're someone who does want to do that, I've created a school community as well, where you can join like-minded brothers, where it's the first link in the description. If you're part of the first 50 people, it's free. It's just a community of brothers who want to be the best, who want to improve, who value their health, finance, relationships, faith, all these things that are important for us in our lives. And if you're interested, go ahead, click down below. I'm gonna keep putting more and more value into this, creating courses, weekly calls. In the future, I'm hoping we can do some sort of in real life like meetup or virtual meetup, whatever it is. I think it'll be really fun. So go ahead, join right now, go subscribe as well. And last but not least, never waver from the path.